And hello, my sweet netherlings. Welcome, welcome. Get on in here. Get on in here. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, my sweet netherlings? Hi there. Hi there. We're back. We're back. Hi there. Hi. Oh, hi there. There we go. Hi there. Oh, hi. Why is everything so loud? Why everything so loud? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. Now this less loud. This better. This better. There we go. Hi there. There we go. This is better. There we go. I was like, why everything so loud? Why everything so loud? I don't like being this loud. Like, how are you doing, my dear sweet netherlings? Welcome. Come on in. It's good to see you. Get in here. Get in here. Hi there. Hi there. Yes. You're seeing a little bit of, some of you might be seeing this as Annie for the first time. You might be seeing this as Annie for the very, very first time. Today I'm rocking a wonderful outfit done by SwitchP. Of course, you'd love to SwitchP for the outfit, and also I got some nice little glasses. So what do you think? We're going with some Professor Core today. It's good. I thought this would be just the right thing to be a vampire therapist. I thought this would be like right up my alley. There we go. Goodness. Looking great today. Why, thank you. You're looking great too. It's lovely to see you, my dear sweet netherlings. And in case none of you guys have caught me since yesterday's little collab with Ryoma, I hope you're all doing well. And also, it's lovely to see you again, of course. So, heck, how you doing? I had a lovely time last night with Ryoma. Ryoma's really sweet. It was really good. I had such a cozy time playing Magic the Gathering with Ryoma, and even just us hanging out before the stream. It was just really nice, you know. The Magic the Gathering was fun. It was. To be fair, it was really nice just to be able to spend some one-on-one time with Ryoma as well, and also just get to hang out a little before and after the stream. That was really nice. It was really nice. Both of you were very sweet. No, honestly, Ryoma's someone that Ryoma's someone who needs a little bit more love than he gets. So I don't know. I did that thing before the stream where I started throwing a little bit of affection at him and saying my perspective on things, and suddenly it was oh no, we're being gooey and emotional. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's no escaping the incubus. There's no escape. There's no escaping. It's happening. Oh goodness. And Wild Morning, thank you for the super. Locked in and finished my essays. Unfortunately, my printer disagreed with me, so I need to get up early and print at the uni library. At least that. Hey, you locked in though. That's what matters. You locked in. That's what matters. You did what you needed to do and locked in. You set yourself a goal, you refined your targets, and you moved in, right? You met a challenge with action. That's a positive thing, right? Right? Right. And Resounding Rise, thank you for the 1 month. Sir, my insurance won't cover this session. Could we perhaps use a bartering system for payment? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Get on in here. You know what? I can't use your insurance because I'm not a licensed therapist. So it works. If I'm not a licensed therapist, then I can't use your insurance. So if anything, it's just sort of it just sort of works itself out. Therapist license? Who needs a license to talk? You don't need to study that. You just need to talk. Oh goodness. But I hope that you're really comfy. I hope that you're feeling comfy. I hope that you're feeling cozy. We have got a lot of fun ahead. We've got a really cozy week ahead. And woo, medical malpractice. Exactly. But that's the thing. I don't practice. I just go for it. Later therapist. Fair enough. But yeah, no. I figured that what we could do was we've got like a really fun week ahead. We got like a really cool schedule for the entire week, and heck, I've been really wanting to play Vampire Therapist for like ages. I mean, like ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. So I'm glad that we finally got the perms. It's not quite Infinity Nikki, but you know what? I'm glad to get to be able to do this. So this is going to be a really fun one. Really fun one. Oh goodness, I didn't intend for like last night's collab. Totally like side note, I didn't intend for last night's collab with Ryoma to go on for like 4 hours, but like. But like we ended up like doing 4 hours together, and I was like, oh, this guy, this silly little guy, this silly little guy, this silly little goober, this little goob. I also didn't know that Ryoma knew people from like Speciality either, which was kind of crazy. Because like, heck, look at that. Look at that. All of the FSP companies, all of the FSP companies drifting around. Oh, your bunny deck was precious. I need to control deck someday. Yes, yeah, the bunny deck was sweet as heck. And also, I just wanted to thank all of the Netherlings for being so kind to Ryoma as well when we were having our little stream together. All of you guys were really sweet to the old man, and I don't know, it got him all emotional. You guys, he's not used to dealing with like how he's not used to dealing with Netherlings. He's not used to dealing with the savage little beasts that you are. So it kind of caught him by surprise. He wasn't used to it. He was like, it was so cute. He was not used to like the Netherlings and how they do things, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. I know they bite, but it's okay. Oh goodness, it was really sweet though. The Onins were also really sweet. It's true, the Onins are like really sweet, really sweet. I have zero Magic the Gathering knowledge, but it was a fun collab to watch. Yeah, no, it was. Like, I absolutely adore, like, just the entire, like, I want to say, like, the entire concept of Magic the Gathering. I like it, you know? The Onins are cool and had good puns. They are cool. They're definitely fun. It's like, it's really nice to have like another guy to add to my little coalition of nerdy old men. It's great. The more nerdy old men I end up getting to hang out with, the better, right? The more of them, the better. Oh goodness, but that's the first collab of the week done. I'm hoping to get to spend the rest of the week just absolutely doting on my Netherlings, which should be, you know, going according to plan. So, what do you say? Oh, actually, thank you for the from the pre-chat. There we go. Sunshine, Zanny Service. Thank you for the 3 months. I'm so excited to see you play this. Anyways, thank you for making my days so much better. Big love to you and the Netherlings. Forgot I had this. Why, thank you, Sunshine. And of course, Yenna, thank you for the 10 months. Love this game. Finished it in the span of 3 days. Enjoy, everyone. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Okay. That tells me good things. That tells me good things. All right. What do you say we all slip and slide gently on over into the little gaming screen, and we see how Vampire Therapist goes? I'm gonna be a little bit of a yapper this stream, but then again, I always am a little bit of a yapper every stream. So let's head over that way. Let's head in that direction, shall we? Let's just go that way. Here we go. All right. Well, hello. I seem to be in some sort of office designed for therapizing. Am I here to assist with things? Well, hi there. Hi, VOD gang. Hi. Look at this. Look at this place. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this wild? Oh, goodness. All right, get on in here, you little devils. Get on in here. Let's go. So, this is my first time playing. As always, I've gone in blind. So, let's see what happens. And of course, before we start, Vampire Therapist explores or touches on sensitive topics such as war, abuse, addiction, sexual oppression, suicidal ideation, religion, and of course, death. These may be uncomfortable or upsetting for some readers. We recommend that readers with a history of trauma related to any of these topics approach the game with caution. Naturally, a game about vampires will also involve blood and sexual themes. Strong language is also present. Vampire Therapist was developed in consultation with licensed therapists, but it should not be considered a substitute for therapy. Unless you're a vampire. Teehee.
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man.
Huh? Voice acting?
Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire.
Huh? Cowboy vampire?
Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit.
Huh? Who is this
Exactly
man?
the sort of thing I did in my younger years with my former gang.
Cowboy vampire!
A vampire
Yeehaw!
who's good with a gun can be a real terror.
Oh.
I got
Please be
lucky,
hot.
though.
Please be hot.
I met some kind mortals who saw beyond my fangs.
Please be hot.
Taught me my letters and showed me how my thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace.
That's new. I like it. Ah. Oh.
After they passed on, I
Okay.
America's majestic wilderness.
Okay.
for 90 years,
Netherlands.
figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire. And I found revelation. What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make us monsters. It's the self-defeating ways we think.
Keep talking.
Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang tracked me down. Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did.
Okay.
They still have the same monster mindset I used to have. Good thing I'm a quick draw.
Okay.
But I got hooked up with this newfangled internet thing and found a vampire who's helping my kin find their way. Fella named Andromachos. Supposed to be 3,000 years old.
Whoa.
He invited me to come out to Europe to learn from him. I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers.
Okay. I'm liking this straight away.
I'm going on a trip, I guess. This feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I've been looking, and now it's time to give back.
Ah, yes. You got to admit, cowboy vampire is a new flavor we don't see
Vampires
often.
ain't monsters. Or at least,
They
they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them.
They've got some cowboy vampires in like Magic the Gathering, but like I love getting to see this. I love cowboy vampires. That's great. That's great. I'm looking forward to this. Also, I
think this is the address. Number 27, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻.
𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Oh, very nice. Yeah, very nice.
Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here.
Oh, Little Bat Street. Oh, what? It's Little Bat Street. Oh.
Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. Better watch myself.
Look at this cowboy.
Guten Abend, folks. Spriggin' see English?
Spriggin' see England. No. He's adorable. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
Reinhardt. Wait. What? Reinhardt. Okay. 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 Oh, what? I'm the cowboy. Oh, I'm the cow. Wait, I'm the cowboy. Oh no. Oh no, I'm the cowboy. What am I going to do? Ask about Andromachos. Let's ask about Andromachos.
I'm looking for Andromachos.
Yeah. Well, be direct. Be direct. They might know him.
You mean the club owner? Ja, satisfy wir here.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, he will invite us to the private party at the end of the night.
Is this a dating sim? No, it's not a dating sim. It's therapy. Why is this cowboy vampire meets German goth vampires?
I think maybe it is too kinky for Americans to hear.
What? Sorry, the club?
What's so special about this club?
Huh? Huh?
Nacht is the greatest club aller Zeiten. The owner makes sure everyone has a good time.
Nah, the Netherlings automatically say yes to goth vampires. Okay, but they gotta be goth, you know? Like fun, you know?
If anyone acts without respect, they are banned from the club forever.
I arrived just in time to see Matthew Mercer the
You're free
vampire.
to do and be whatever you like, as long as you are harming no one.
Und I hear that they are now attracting sexy old cowboys.
Shh, Maxie. He is old enough to be your grandfather.
Oh, come on now. You're just flattering me. I'm only a couple 100 years old.
Oh mein Gott, he is so cute, Reinhard. Can I keep him?
Ah! Excuse me.
I can cut loose. What kind of party is this?
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
Oh, you're them kind of vampires.
Ach so, there are better things to suck than blood, oder?
There are better things to suck than blood. I like it here. I think I'm gonna stay here.
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking our night is ruined.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it. It reminds me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns of the way we vampires think.
Welcome to Vampire
Let's
Therapist.
see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. That's when we brand ourselves with names we can't get rid of. There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do or die showdown. And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we've just drunk a pint of moonshine. I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we vampires think in there. I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though. Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
Okay.
I don't want to have my own fun. Immernacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
So I'm okay. Are you ready? So this is high noon mind because she's treating it like a do or die situation that she needs to get into the club one way or another, right? It's high noon. Also, I just noticed your fit, Zanny. It's late. Why, thank you. I thought I'd dress for the occasion if I was going to be a vampire therapist. Do you see the little netherling hiding in the fur? I layered it so like the netherling's hiding in the fur. You see? You see? They're cute. Let's see. Would this be right? Private property. Do not read cowboybloodsucker@gmail.com. Let's see. My ramblings. I found this old notebook. Oh, well, we'll have like a proper read through this. Examples. If I can't get the best saddle, my butt's gonna break, ain't no doubt. Yeah, this is full high noon mind. Yeah.
Amigos, you're putting too much weight on this thing.
Yeah.
It's a nightclub, not a high noon showdown. The night's full of possibilities.
Reinhard, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
Yes. Yes.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeing you.
No, stop, Reinhardt. Stop it. No. Reinhardt, no. No. Goth man with an ambiguous sexuality. Stop it.
Hey, if meeting me makes your night better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't. And he hasn't looked our way all night.
Maybe I'll have a little word with him. Excuse me, friend.
Oh.
I hear you're the man to talk to around these parts.
Wait. Hey, Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm scared. It's our first night here, and we've been hunted down by the goth vampires who give us such So my partner and I saw you from across the bar. We really like your energy. Like... We wanted to know if you were open-minded. Okay, but also the bouncer.
I'm here to see Andromachos.
Okay, just how many accents can you do? All of them.
Have fun, mate.
Have fun, mate. I love that.
Hey, thanks, amigo.
He's
You have
British.
yourself a fine night, you hear?
Cowboy, what about us?
Bring them joy.
Yeah, sure, they're friends of mine.
Bring them joy. They deserve a little bit of joy. You know, I think the entire idea of it is they got over the high noon mind thing. I think it's a positive thing where they got over the high noon mind thing, and then it makes sense that when they were willing to let go, then because you were getting in, you could bring them in as well. So it's almost like a reward for them letting go in a certain sense. The idea is that they were willing to let go of their kind of obsession at the time, and they were rewarded with what the prior obsession was, now that it matters less to them.
Have fun, mate.
Yeah.
Hell, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah. Dang, awful loud in
Oh.
here.
Are you sure you don't have a degree in it? I definitely don't. I definitely don't. I just like people. But I hate them at the same time. Yeah. I can't. Netherlings, I can't hear you over the... God, yeah. Nein, danke schön, mein Liebling.
Oh, you kids have fun. I'll catch up with you later. Tarnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this. I better talk to whoever's slinging drinks in this here saloon.
Let's
They
go.
ought to know where Andromachos is.
Let's go see Andromachos.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Well, look at you.
Crimson.
We get a lot of 80s fashion in here, but not usually the 1880s. What can I get you, cowboy? The special's Red Bull and vodka. You down?
I don't know. We need to judge this club. Is there anything we can? Is there anything we can steal from the club?
I never drink Red Bull.
I'm
actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Sam Walls, huh?
Sam Walls.
I don't think I know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Not in the slightest. Bartenders know things.
Now why she gotta say she's a know-nothing?
Oh, that's hot branding.
Brand themselves like that. I think I'll say something. Well, hold on. What'd you just say?
I said I don't know any Sam Walls. I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
That sounds like hot branding to me. Wouldn't you agree, Netherlings? That sounds like hot branding. Don't speak. I'm gonna say to her what I say to all of you, Netherlings. Don't think bad about yourself.
From where I'm standing, I
Don't
see
do
someone
it.
with style and confidence, not
Don't
just
do
a
it.
drink machine. Don't go branding yourself like that's all you are.
Don't go talking bad about yourselves. Don't do it, or I'll bonk you.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy.
Yes.
Upstairs warned me you were
Don't
coming.
do it.
I was just testing to see if you are who you say you are. Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're looking for booze.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I figured this was a vampire club.
You met some goths, honey. They're here to dance and have fun.
Wait, are those not vampires? Are those just normal
So all
goths?
these people are mortals?
What? Wait, they're just goths?
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience. He's the only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
Bert?
But oh, the bartender, the bouncer.
You met him already.
Yeah.
Bert, shuffle on over here.
Is Zanny our mom? No, I'm more of a girl dad. But I'm everyone's like a collective parent.
This one's here to see the big guy. Show him upstairs, okay?
Have fun, mate.
Good luck up there, cowboy. Hope you find what you're looking for.
I love the Vampire the Masquerade influences. It's so that you can tell there's so many Vampire the Masquerade influences straight away. This is peak gaming. It is peak gaming. This is such peak gaming. I love it.
Howdy. It's Sam Walls to see you, sir. The guy who's been sending you all them V-mails.
The V-mails.
I know who you are, Samuel Walls. You have come here because you believe you can help our kin.
Voice.
The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
I believe anyone's capable of helping themselves.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson.
Uh-huh.
We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
Wait, Sam and Andromachos have the same VA? Okay, very based.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless.
Okay.
Please, sit down. What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You know, I receive emails every day from vampires seeking my help. You are the very first to seek my aid in helping others. This alone makes you intriguing.
Father figure.
Well, dang. I think you're going to be sorely disappointed when you get to talking to me. I'm just honored you're giving me the time of night.
I have unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young and eager to learn.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
Oh, that's
It
cute.
sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most. I was particularly intrigued by these revelations you had while walking in nature.
Why? He's so, like, fatherly. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Look at him. The teeth, the little fangs, the beard with the white in it. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, he's got those, like, older vibes to him as well. I don't know. I like the older vibes. The silver streaks in his hair, like, mwah. Like, honestly, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Like, right, everyone, right? He's absolutely dashing. Right. It's the fact he wants to help people too.
Oh, yeah, them. Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better. After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way we vampires think.
He's so elegant.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but it ain't never gone well.
This isn't Dream Daddy Vampire Edition. Bro, listen. I am a good therapist. I'm a good vampire therapist. I will not engage with I don't know, he's not a client, so I guess that, so actually, no, never mind. He's not a client. I'm allowed to engage with him.
See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive. Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something. And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. People often sort of invent dramas or sort of create problems so that they don't have to address things that are going wrong in their real life.
Fascinating, Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
Huh.
Cognitive whoozy what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
Okay, let me tell you about High Noon Mind. I like High Noon Mind because, you know, it's high noon.
Well, I I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do-or-die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
I'm sure I wasn't a therapist. No.
I must confess I have no experience with this.
I just
feeling.
deal with
I
immortals.
engaged in mortal combat long before the age of gunpowder. But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marky Aurelius.
Marky?
He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into our worst selves.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, like the legend? Like Marcus Aurelius the general? Marcus Aurelius the Okay, yeah, sure. Name drop historical figures. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marky was a bedroom name.
Okay, just gag me while you're at it. Go for it. Marky was a bedroom name. Hi, Andromachos. I see you plowing Marcus Aurelius. An 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻 Club, Netherbrand's a little psychic. I'll be VOD gotta procrastinate my creative writing elective portfolio for uni, where I have to critically analyze my own poem. Wish me luck. From psychology to education major. Let's go. Hey, best of luck, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. You're going to do amazingly, and of course, feel free to throw on one of my little like writing VODs or something in the background as well, or just chill. Either way, all good, all good. Wishing you the absolute best. You're gonna slay it. Mwah. Get out there, get him, get him.
You mean you and the emperor were...
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake.
My coffee's right here. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Penetration was similar to a handshake. My days.
My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this
Again.
mind.
What? I forgot you were American.
I believe we can broaden your definition. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
My goodness. All right.
Nosferatu thinking?
Nosferatu thinking.
It means you are thinking in black and white.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid.
I like High
success or
Noon.
failure. The truth is far more complex and colorful.
I like High Noon.
Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
Well, yeah, sometimes you run out of bullets.
But yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking.
Okay.
I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu thinking.
Okay. And nah, thank you for the super. Don't drink water don't drink when playing. It's full of spit takes. Honestly, I feel like with all of the times that you guys have like been drinking and been forced to like do something during my stream, I feel like this is me. This is me going through the same thing.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely... I mean, that is a fact.
Death eventually comes for us all.
Okay.
Mortals will always fear our kind. Did you miss my Nosferatu thinking? Let me start over.
Oh, I need to press the button.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
All right, let me check my notes. Let me check my notes. Nosferatu. Sometimes things can seem black and white, win or lose, famine or feast, live or die. Like everything's a big showdown. It can feel like we got two options, winning the day or ending up at the stake in the heart. That's Nosferatu thinking. It's thinking in extremes or ignoring all the in-between. We stress ourselves out when stakes are high. If I can't get the best out of my butt's going to break, no doubt. Either I show up ready to win the radio, or I'd better not just show up. The fate of the West is hanging on this gunfight. If I do not drink blood, I will surely die. Would that be Nosferatu thinking? Because that is... I'm going to hazard that it could be.
Is that Nosferatu thinking?
No, Samuel. In this case, I am not arguing.
Okay, yeah.
We do not drink blood. We die. This is a fact of being a vampire.
Yeah, I wanted to just double check that, whether or not, like...
Let us continue.
Yeah.
Death eventually comes for us all.
Well, that's true. It does.
Mortals will always fear our kind.
Okay, that has to be Nosferatu thinking.
That's Nosferatu thinking right there.
There we go.
Knew who I was and weren't scared.
There we go. Okay. So Nosferatu thinking has to be based not in the factual. So if it's not in the factual, and it's the idea of like essentially like creating this huge build up, then it's Nosferatu thinking. You can still say something like, this is a do-or-die situation if it is factually a do-or-die situation. However, when it's not, that's Nosferatu thinking. Okay, so it's being able to recognize those behavior patterns and seeing when you're elevating the stakes.
Mortals will always fear us ends any hope that they might not.
Yeah. I'm becoming a good therapist, okay? No more, I don't need to be an incubus anymore. I can just be a therapist.
Always is such a terminal word, is it not?
Right.
Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
Tell me about hot branding.
See, I used to be in a gang. They were my whole
mental
existence.
stability
If
maxing
you
with the
asked me
boys.
who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got
Mental
away,
stability
I realized
branding.
how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard. But that's how I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
Very astute, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling.
Oh, labeling.
You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive act. When we call ourselves names, even if we find them accurate, we create prophecies we are doomed to fulfill.
Right.
For millennia, I thought of myself as a killer. It was not untrue that killing was how I made my way in the world. I was an unstoppable warrior and assassin.
Okay, yes.
But with this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have had.
Okay.
See whether you can catch me doing something.
All right, guys. We're gonna do some labeling. Okay, everyone. Let's go. Let's go kiss Blaine.
So old, I am ancient.
That is true, though. He is ancient. Like, but wait. Let's hear all of them and then go back.
Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner. How shall I describe myself? Yes, I am a mass murderer.
Is that it?
Well, that's about as clear a labeling as it gets. Yeah, we vampires tend to do a lot of killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Excellent, Samuel.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Labels can be cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, the murderer, reprobate,
Let's
and good for
go.
nothing.
Yeah, like saying that he is ancient. Well, that is kind of like a. It's weird because it's walking on the facts, but still like keeping those facts kind of like based in reality while
Those
still.
are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before.
Like he is ancient. He's fucking old. Like he's like 3,000 years old. Like he's he's like hyper gilf. You know,
Did you
like
have more revelations
he's
to
very
talk
old.
about?
Saloon thinking.
I realize that as vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time.
Right.
It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless. It's saloon thinking. Two extremes that probably ain't true.
Huh.
A
Is Sam Human know he's a
fascinating
vampire as
observation,
well?
Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
So my guy is like ancient Roman or maybe Greek. I'm trying to figure. My brain is erring towards him being like an ancient Greek, but I don't quite know. He said he's like 3,000 years old. So.
Oh man, it make me wish I'd gotten some schooling. Maybe I would have figured this stuff out.
Yeah, his name is Greek. He's an ancient Greek. Okay.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush.
So, Andromachos, let me tell you about Percy Jackson.
What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
Yeah, you're right about that. I used to think I'd never get away from my gang. And maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be.
Ah.
Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
That's an interesting thing to say.
Well, that ain't no control fallacy. You got powers I can only dream of.
Wait, I pressed the wrong one.
But that does not mean I am always...
Wait, I pressed the wrong one. Wait, I pressed the wrong one.
The universe is vast and mysterious, and my understanding of it is limited.
Oh, I get it. So even for you, it's a control fallacy to think you're all powerful.
Of course, as you expertly pointed
That's still an
out,
interesting
before,
dialogue
analogy
branch
of
to
the man
explore.
at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control fallacy can be positive or negative. Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one.
Okay.
The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it.
I mean, that sounds like a bit of a control fallacy, saying that he's hopeless in all of that. No, wait, why am I so bad at this?
Heck, I think you could do something to save the sun.
I applaud your optimism and ambition, Samuel, but some things we must be
Wait,
prepared to
wait,
accept,
I'm really
and
bad.
the death
Wait.
of the sun is one of them. But let us continue. My kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever.
I mean... Wait a minute, let me check this book. How many views did you get on your audition video when you auditioned? I can't talk about that, I'm sorry. Like, all I can say is good luck with the audition, but like, the specifics like that I can't speak on. Let's say control fallacy. With my dark powers, vampires shall dominate the world. If a mortal discovers our secret, it's entirely my responsibility to deal with it. I can't deal with the bureaucracy of internal travel with my coffin. I'm stuck in the USA forever. My cat died. I'll be lonely forever. Control fallacy. There we go. That's there.
But you could always pick up a new one. Or there's lots of them just waiting for a loving home, so you don't need to be lonely.
Yeah, there are cats out there. Go adopt a cat.
It was just an example, Samuel. Well spotted. But I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when a pharaoh I was dating had our cat mummified. I went into a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along by adopting a new friend in need of a home.
Ah, murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. Would you not murder like 1/10 of the continent if your cat died? I would. I don't even have a cat. And I'd still feel like murdering 1/10 of the continent no matter what.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely 2 centuries.
Yeah, kitty.
Oh, come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
Now,
That sounded like hot branding.
Samuel, What kind of cognitive distortion are you exhibiting when you call yourself a dope?
Labeling.
Yeah, I'm doing some
labeling.
I gotta watch myself, huh?
As long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves.
Right. You bet. Hey, Netherlings, I better not catch y'all labeling.
As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
Huh. I ain't never heard that one before, but I like it.
If it helps solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied.
No comment. Don't make me do it. I'll hit you with the nades. I'll give you the whooshoos.
I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking.
Spades, thank you for the super. Spades, Irish boy failures. Irish boy failures heart, thank you. Let's go.
I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify. I will begin.
Okay.
If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
I know I'm going to have to do... So, let me check the book. Is that Nosferatu thinking? I think that might be Nosferatu thinking. Nosferatu... Here we go. My butt's gonna break. Oh no, that's a yes or no. That's a do or die. If I invite... I think that's control fallacy then. I know I'm going to have to deal with something. Yeah, I shall. If a mortal succeeds, it's my responsibility to deal with it. I think that's control fallacy.
Well, there's a control fallacy.
Yeah!
Sir. You're acting like you've got no control, but you could lay down some ground rules for guests. Or some newspaper.
Yeah.
Or express concern to my friends that they have not been toilet trained. Very good, Samuel. Let me try another.
See? We're so good. We're such a good therapist. Okay, Netherlings. Sit on... I don't know. Netherlings, sit on the little fluff on my shoulder. We're going to explore this.
I am Andromachos, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the mortal's bane.
Well, that's labeling, buddy.
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling.
Uh-huh.
Let me try another then. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
Oh, well, that's Nosferatu thinking.
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
Yeah. And also, we got 5 correct in a row.
Indeed, you are correct. I run my club at a considerable loss, but 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an object to me anyway.
What? 3,000 years of interest. Okay, let's see. Let's say he put away that 4% times. Let's say, I don't even know. What even is old money worth anyway?
I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed. I would very much like to teach you my ways, but I must demand something of you first.
Oh.
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself.
Oh.
Have you seen clients without a commitment to your own mental health?
Oh, don't make me get therapy. No, I don't need it. I'm a therapist. That means I don't need therapy. I understand, Andromachos. This is a pyramid scheme. You want us all in a therapy pyramid scheme. You want me to get therapized, then I have therapy. I'm out of here. I should have known it. This ain't right. I should have figured it. Like you freaking you tell him, Sam.
I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
Yeah, you tell him.
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
Hey. Listen here, all right, Scientologist, all right? Listen here. I'm not good. Don't. What are you going to do? Tell me to hold the orb and you read my phaeton levels? Nah.
I didn't even notice.
They are most insidious, but I am here to help you identify and challenge them. You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
Listen. 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 If I needed therapy, I'd do what a normal person does, an open character AI.
Well, all right, if you say so. I appreciate you taking the time to work on this old cowpoke.
Zaddy, no. Yeah, listen. Why do I want to go speak to a regular therapist when I can have Nightcrawler from the X-Men tell me that everything's fine?
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh.
No,
Please,
not that.
dance. Drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
Okay, then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
You don't have to call me sir, you know.
All right, then, Andromachos.
I use janitor AI, but close enough. That one in chat uses that one in chat uses the AI with the smut.
Andromachos.
Hey, Andromachos.
Don't call them out like that.
Just call me Andy.
Andy.
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Andy again. Oh.
All them mortals, sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty. There ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on the dance floor. Maybe I'll see if the bartender's got anything for me.
Oh, that is a control wait, no power on this earth will give you. Oh, that's control fallacy. Wait, he is speaking in cognitive distortions.
How'd it go, cowboy?
Seems I'll be sticking around. Guess I better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with
I
his
don't need
work.
AI bots, I just wrote
Seems
my
you
own
vampires have a lot
but
of
never
problems
finish
to
them.
fix.
It's ever
Name's
ending.
Crimson, by the way.
Oh, I saw you posted your work in progresses. Lock in.
Fine meeting you, Crimson. How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
Pillow talk. I'm his blood partner.
Oh.
Oh shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar, found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain. We hit it off, and he asked me to come back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula.
Hell yeah, it should have been me. You should have been stop calling people out. No. Hi.
But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Oh, hell yes.
Ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Reinhard, look, it's the sexy old guy again.
Oh, hello. Hi there. Hello.
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you will definitely get lucky.
The fuck did you come from? Who?
Pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
But stop unicorn hunting me.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
I'm being unicorn hunted, everyone. What is this? Listen, you guys ain't my type. Listen, I gotta be real. Just be direct. Listen, you guys aren't my type. Let's like.
I ain't buying you a drink. You ain't exactly my type.
Listen.
Oh, we don't want to marry you. We just want to have fun with you.
I said no.
You kids are too much. Look, kids, you seem like nice enough folks, but
I said
wasn't planning on
no.
buying drinks tonight.
Stop teasing the cowboy, Kinder. They're just messing with you. Drinks are free here.
But dang, really? Ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
Call it a drink exchange.
Huh. So everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Huh.
Only as long as there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here.
How do I explain what a unicorn is? It's very simple. When a couple is looking for someone to bring in as a third, sometimes they go out and hunt that person down. That's the unicorn. These two are trying to hunt me down. I'm the unicorn.
Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
What the fuck? The club has one of those?
Wait, kink room?
What?
Mm-hmm. You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
Let the incubus leave. This is the incubus is ready to leave. The incubus is ready to leave.
From Missouri, but point taken.
The incubus is ready to leave.
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there. Just have fun and drink your fill, handsome. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you. Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
Let the incubus is ready to leave.
So, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky then.
My neck scrubs with anticipation.
Dang. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
I knew a man who wore this much leather couldn't be boring.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
You're going to a kink room. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And Alice, thank you for the 5 gifted members, Alice. Mwah! Thank you very much, darling. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here, darling. Get in here. Get in here.
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
Sam doesn't strike me as the type who's bottomed before.
Well, I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me with those?
That's the plan. Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Well, step right on up. Remember, Sammy boy, just stick the tips of them fangs into the blue veins and we'll all have a nice time.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh,
das hat sich gut angefühlt.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it my turn yet?
Sure
Go,
thing, come on
yeah,
over.
wait your turn. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Listen, let me satisfy everyone in this room, okay?
Oh, Reinhard. The hot old vampire wore me out.
I'm gonna have to have some words with Fu-chan when I see him next. I'm gonna have to have some words with Mr. Ovid for telling me that I needed to play this game. I'm gonna need to have some words with that old man. When I get my hands on you. When I get my hands on you, old man.
Me too, Maxi. I feel as though I have set up a mail server.
Reinhard, mein 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Ich bin so müde, 6 zu sein.
I will get us a taxi, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Und du, cowboy? Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
Pegging?
Oh, right, that thing.
Okay.
Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably get to my coffin.
Samuel, wait a moment. I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
Storage center? Please, you can use my guest coffin. I insist. You must be well rested for the challenges ahead.
Guess I got a big night tomorrow, huh? I should get a good day's sleep.
Wonderful. Please, follow me.
Let's go.
Well, dang. This is mighty plush. Guess it's one of them smart coffins. Let's see what's on TV. Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation. Not sure I should stay up watching movies, though.
I don't... Oh.
Well, ain't much else to do in here.
Well,
I think it's about time I hit the hay.
a little bit of vampire representation. Let's get some sleep. Well, that's my first day as a vampire therapist. I suppose I'll meet a client tomorrow. See what happens, you know.
Samuel, good evening.
Hi.
I hope you slept well.
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Ah.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Well, gosh.
Maybe.
If I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Oh yeah, vampires can't blush. They don't have the circulation, do they?
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
Oh.
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
All right, everyone. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Therapize me, Dr. Phil. What have you got for me?
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live.
Hey, Sensitive Bunny, thank you for the super. So happy to see you're playing one of my fave games. Got to play it myself thanks to a certain white-haired cyborg. I hope you have a good time. Also, Zanny, you will be called out by Father Andro. I commit. Who says I'm uncooler-outable? I'm uncooler-outable, okay? But thank you, Sensitive Bunny, and I'm glad that you're here and enjoying it. I'm glad you get to join me for one of your favorite games, and of course, we love Fukjan here. Fellow sheep forever. Fellow sheep forever.
When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
That feels like control fallacy. I need to show them there's more to unlife. That's a control fallacy.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers.
Twilight reference.
I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
You are most perceptive. Yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is.
It's a control fallacy.
When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
It's a control fallacy because fundamentally you can't make others see the world differently. They have to make that choice themselves, and choosing to shoulder that responsibility on your own is you putting yourself in a position where either you've given yourself an insurmountable task or you're giving yourself more power than you actually do.
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right?
Yeah.
I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you developed this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first V-mailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire.
Okay.
When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed.
That feels like labeling.
It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? It's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
That feels like labeling. I was a no good piece of shit. I was this, I was that. Well, he wasn't fundamentally anything in regards to that. He was responding to the environment and the experiences he had.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's labeling.
Dumbest thing. Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
That's labeling.
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
I'd say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Yeah.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself.
Look at us go. Look at us go. We're doing good.
So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me,
Okay.
how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang.
Ah, the Pinkertons. Remember, guys, if you upset Wizards of the Coast, the people who make Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering, they'll send the Pinkertons to kick down your door. That's true.
I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me.
Aww.
They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before.
I know them from Red Dead Redemption 2. Fun fact, the Pinkertons tried to sue Rockstar saying that they were being misrepresented in Red Dead Redemption 2, but then Rockstar pulled out historically accurate documents to show that is how the Pinkertons acted repeatedly, and the entire case was dismissed. The Pinkertons still exist. Yes, the Pinkertons still exist as a private contracting agency that often work for major corporations as a way to enforce, as a way to bully people. There we go. They're a private contracting group designed to bully people.
They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more.
Oh, wow.
Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country.
Oh, wow. Okay, but 90 years of just getting to wander around and stroll and do whatever is kind of cute.
I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
Oh, should you? It's not your responsibility.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
Oh?
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Should statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you.
Oh, so we've got another. Oh.
Should comes from a place of good. It creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
You got that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
Right.
Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do?
Right, there are things that we should really,
Of course, there are things we must do. But nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise.
Okay.
Listen closely.
Okay,
See
okay,
whether
okay,
you can
okay.
find the should statement that is a distortion.
Okay, I'm going to do this so well. Are you ready for this, everyone? I'm going to do this perfectly.
I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood.
Okay. Yeah, that you should go to the dentist.
I should drink blood today.
You should drink blood today.
I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
That's a should statement because there's a difference. You shouldn't need or you shouldn't feel it's an obligation to take your blood partner out on a date. If you have a partner, you should want to do it as opposed to feeling obligated to do it.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
Yeah. I mean, let's go. Let's
That's
go.
right, Samuel. You know I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly...
Yes.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
I can see it.
Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
No, not girlfriend, blood partner. Big difference, big
She
difference.
does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner.
Yeah.
Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
Oh, this is making me realize things about myself. Tee-hee. Welcome to Vampire Therapist, where you're forced to re-examine your own actions through the lens of a game about dating and not dating, but a game about therapizing vampires. Sorry, I was looking at Andromachos for too long.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
What's a blood partner? Real simple. He drinks her blood regularly, and they get to be all cutesy.
You are uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing. I spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either.
Interesting. So like dating, yeah.
I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
Oh, cutie. Well, I mean, Sam has said that vampires are unable to blush. So, like, if vampires are unable to have the circulation to blush, then surely they wouldn't have the circulation to... You know, because the blood's gotta go... Because, you know, the blood's gotta go somewhere for, like... for things. So if you think about it, if there's not the circulation to blush, is there the circulation to make that happen?
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive.
Never say never. Damn you, Incubus. I'm just saying. In Vampire the Masquerade, they have to have a perk to be able to do it.
I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds.
Okay. We're gonna see if we can. I see this. Calling out my Netherlings. Let's go.
I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive.
I mean, true.
Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things.
Okay, true again, but like...
I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people.
I haven't heard a positive in there.
The good I now do pales in comparison.
There we go. There's disqualifying the positive.
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
It's fine, Samuel. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know how to therapize to be a therapist, okay? You just sort of like feel it out. You go by vibes.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
No, that's good. I'm already a perfect therapist. Yeah, fine. I could use the help. Fine.
Help.
Fine, but just once. Just this time. Hey, Kiwi. Thanks, Kiwi. Thank you for the gifted membership. Let's go. Thank you very much, darling.
Very well, Samuel. Let's try some examples. I will give you a statement, and you find the cognitive distortion in it. I am far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore, I should be a movie star.
I mean, where would that land? That's not disqualifying the positive. Do you mean I should be a movie star? Is that a should statement?
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one. That's a should statement right there.
Right.
You're not insecure enough to be an actor anyway.
Exactly. You know, he needs to be way more insecure if he wants to become an actor or an entertainer or a VTuber. To be fair, you know, he's not crazy enough to be a VTuber. He seems he does have enough mental illness.
Excellent, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Yes, please. Hit me with one more.
If I cannot consume high-quality blood, I might as well drink blood from Florida.
Nosferatu thinking.
That's Nosferatu thinking, ain't it?
Correct, Samuel. That being said, I am sure there is still decent blood to drink in Florida, but I would bring a test kit anyway. Would you like another exercise?
I think I'm good. I think I've done this now.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get a liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
Florida should be Florida needs to catch
How much
strays.
is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired. Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with 𝓂𝓻 tonight.
Oh.
I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh, get it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Hey. Rest in peace. Let's go. What is a liter, American Hawk?
Samuel, glad to see you are awake. Our first client is on his way.
It's 1,000 milliliters. And a milliliter is equal to a gram. So it's about 1 kilogram of liquid.
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift.
All right, let's... Wait. Let me... Okay, all right. Let me just crack everything before we start therapizing. All right, we're going to make this person well so fast. We're going to make them better so fast, right? We're going to cure them, like, straight away.
All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
We're going to cure this person of the... We're literally just... They're just going to walk in and we're going to immediately cure whatever's wrong with them.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
Zanny, you don't speed run therapy? Well, that sounds like quitters talk.
You can see the future.
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
Okay. Oh, disqualifying the positive.
Well, dang. If seeing the future ain't impressive,
Yeah,
then it's gotta be a
yeah.
distortion. Disqualifying the positive. It's gotta be.
Yeah, we got him.
You barely require my aid as it is.
Yeah.
If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically.
Oh.
Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you.
Yeah, I don't
Let us look
know.
at your first client's case file.
Okay. I'm gonna. This is like a total side note, right? But like, the power imbalance is kind of hot. Like the fact that he's like super old, like thousands of year powerful vampire, and like we're bambino vampire is like we're baby vampire. Not even gonna lie. The power imbalance is kind of great. Love the power imbalance right there. Love the power imbalance. Like that is like I shouldn't find that attractive, but I do. Okay, I do. It's great. It's wonderful. All right. I see the vision and I like it. See. Fic writers, this is good. This is good right here. It's okay, so do I. Good. This is the vibes.
Dr. Drain, huh? You ain't got no first name?
Dr. Drain.
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age.
I agree. Based. See. I have enough work in progress. There's always time for more. There's always space for more. Oh. So Dr. Drain is a class of intake information. Dr. Drain is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion experiment, now runs a global pharmaceutical research company, is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion, detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate Drain drinking and sleeping habits.
Huh. So is it funny that he kept the title?
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
But
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself, and all will be well.
All right, let's go.
Satan bless it all, I hate flying.
Okay, welcome. Hi, good to meet you. Hi, my name's Sam. Good to meet you.
God's blood, what on earth are you?
Okay.
My name's
This
Sam.
guy's just
I'm a
mean.
therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain. And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Okay.
Oh, well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you?
The touchy-feely stuff.
And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee. Damn it, how am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask him.
Are you all right, Samuel?
This dude is so mean.
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He's clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want?
He doesn't want to leave because he came here. He wants a reality check, I think. Either he wants to complain, but complaining doesn't... He wants...
I think he needs a dang reality check, charging at me like an undersexed bull.
If you try to give an undersexed bull a reality check, that would not change
No,
the
he
fact
just wants
that
to
it is
complain. Okay.
undersexed. How did the
He wants to-
transcendentalists approach you when you were a wilder man, Samuel?
Yeah, I get it. I'm sure this fella's come here with problems. I can't be surprised when they show up.
All right, so we gotta like gently bait him, just like a baby deer. He wants to complain.
I think he just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel.
Yeah.
Can hardly stop himself, can he?
So what? I just let him complain?
Yeah, let him tucker himself out.
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
Well, if you say so.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Yeah, no, just let him run himself out.
Well, are you just going to sit there? I was just going to ask how your trip here was. My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat.
Okay.
I hate being a bat and I hate
It's a treat
flying.
to see Zanny's the
Do you know
therapist.
an owl
Why,
tried to
thank you.
hit me?
Uh-huh.
Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey.
Yeah, just let him keep going. Just let. Honestly, this is one of those times where I need to act like a fucking receptionist from like the 1990s and just be sat there chewing gum and being like, yeah, that's terrible. No, tell me more. Really?
I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform. All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away.
Oh, why, thank you.
Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway. You all right there, pal? Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine.
For this.
I take it you read my case file and know why I'm here?
Yes. Yes, you have an addiction.
You're here for an addiction problem.
Yes.
Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it?
I don't know. I think the first thing we need to look at is maybe tackling the stigma around addiction, if that's something that could be holding him back. It's something that, like, many people go through. You don't treat someone who's addicted to coffee the same way you'd necessarily treat someone who's, you know, addicted to what the drug of his own formulation that he's made. But still, I think destigmatizing it in his mind is probably a decent way to start so that he can speak more openly about it, and that way we can start looking at positive steps he can take.
Well, what's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him.
True.
Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead.
True. Okay. This is a good starting point.
So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away.
See, here's the thing, though. And I say this as a former smoker. The hard part is getting started. Like, the amount of times that you just start and you end up stuck and you just sort of fall back into it, or you have like an excuse to keep going, even with like a tips and a tricks thing. There's no quick fix. You literally need to sit there and go, fuck it. I'm grinding my heels in and I'm staying off of this. You know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. The trick for me when I quit smoking was actually giving away the last half packet of cigarettes that I had. So I literally walked up to a random person on the street that I saw smoking and just gave them like all of my leftover cigarettes, like the last half a packet, 2/3 of a packet. I said, I don't need these anymore. I'm quitting. Here you go. Gave it to them. They looked at me like I was a fucking weirdo, but you give them to them, you walk off, and then there's that thing in your brain where it's like, I gave away 2/3 of a packet. I can't quit now because otherwise I would have thrown away. Otherwise, I've thrown away money. That was the thing in my mind. I've quit now, so if I go back, I've technically just thrown away that and I've wasted things. So I have to commit to this. That's my thing. It's like finding a way to make that commitment to yourself, finding a way to actually like do that. I think that's probably the best way to sort of approach it. Of course, this was years and years and years and years ago now, but the point still stands, you know?
Tips. Let me think.
There are no easy solutions.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you. But I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner. partner, but not with a T.
I hope you know we're proud of you, Zanny. Oh, heck. Thank you very, very much.
And I know how you English love your tea.
Thank you very, very much. It's silly. It's silly. It's a smart way to do it, but it was a way to, like, force myself, you know?
Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
But also, side note, I looked hot as fuck when I smoked. Like, not even gonna lie. I looked good. Honestly, if there was an option without nicotine and you could just do it for the aesthetic, I would. If there was, like, the version where it was just for the aesthetic, if I could get, like, caffeine cigarettes instead of drinking coffee, I so would. I so would. The aesthetic is so there. Like, why the fuck did they have to make cigarettes such a strong aesthetic? Why did they have to do it? Why did they have to fucking do it? Like, because you got the little fire, and you got the thing, and there's the crackle, and like, oh. I hate it. The aesthetic's too good.
I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing. But tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do.
Isn't that vaping? Yeah, but like... You know... And those, I've tried the prop cigarettes that actors use before. They taste awful. They taste vile. Are you okay with fan art where you smoke? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Like, hell yeah. Hell, listen, if I'm fine with fan art of me getting railed, then I'm more than fine with fan art of me having a cigarette. Don't worry.
What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own scientific goals.
Okay.
You're losing me. Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive. Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal, synthetic blood.
Oh.
Freedom from the hunger that plagues us and hope for all humanity.
Oh, so he's tried to make... Okay, so to explain it in English, Drain has tried to make synthetic blood so that vampires don't have to rely on feeding off of mortals anymore. However, one of the components of the synthetic blood is addictive, and he's become addicted to it.
Well, dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc. Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to. Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace. Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre.
Yeah.
Credit for wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem.
But think of the experience that you've gained during... See, Think of the experience that he's gained during that time that allows him to take more steps forward, though.
Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Please let me use one of these. I'm literally I'm catching so many cognitive distortions right now.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
Yeah, there's a ton. It's like a bee's nest.
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
I'll do my best.
So tell me,
Hold on
how
just
did
a
that
minute
make
there,
you
cowpoke.
feel?
I've heard you talk a lot about failure, but it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure. I am a realist, that's all. Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes.
Is that Nosferatu thinking? Wait a minute. Is that Nosferatu thinking? I think that would fall under... No, control fallacy. I think that's control fallacy, right? No.
Let me ask you something. Our doctor friend is using belittling language. What kind of distortion does that indicate?
That would
Look
be
at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling
disqualifying the
with
positives.
I don't know many people
Yeah,
who
there
would
we
call
go.
working with Lucasites dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue.
There
what
we
you're
go.
talking
Had to
about.
go off a
So
little
unless you
bit.
made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set.
Yeah.
Perhaps. But if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little.
I don't know. If we consider all there is to know about anything, I know precious little.
But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years. You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo.
Yeah.
Let's get back to what you were saying, though. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this.
Should?
Well, who said you should have achieved more?
Yeah, should. That seems like a should statement to me.
Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work.
Should you?
And what happens if you don't? Absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah. Wait, this stupid guy, he's put all this pressure on himself.
That is not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's all my fault,
It's
really.
all my fault.
I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
Control fallacy.
So it's all your fault that you
Yeah.
haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood. It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience. Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I'm a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding.
Okay, we're totally picking him apart.
Are you ever gonna have perfect understanding? No, of course not. I'm not a wizard. So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc?
Oh, it's real?
That is a simplification, but I take your point. Now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Disqualifying the positive. Wait, no. Labeling. Labeling.
Now, why would you go and label yourself irrelevant? What else do you call a man who has nothing to show after 400 years?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're so good. We're so good. We're so good. We're such a good therapist. We are the vampire therapist. Okay?
I reckon I'd call him by his given name. Slapping a label on yourself don't do nothing but weigh you down. Oh, well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic.
Yeah, there we go. Silly science, man.
Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made. Enough to get to this point.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing. People are always looking for that big breakthrough where everything suddenly, happens and the dominoes start falling. But the thing is, that rarely does ever happen. It's more of a special event when it does. The fact is, most of the time, it's just tiny little chunks of progress going forward little by little by little by little by little by little until you finally reach something akin to a breakthrough. But that breakthrough is normally the result of tiny steps forward over and over again, not these huge jumps that happen.
But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
I did.
Ain't my
I'd like
department,
to be called a
but I
good
hear
boy.
they do some of that stuff downstairs.
There we go, Sam.
Yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are.
The continent. Fucking hell. The Continentals are more sexually liberated.
But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug. Well, so what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive. Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man. I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else, someone who lives. And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed. You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night?
Huh.
Oh, nothing of the sort. Oh, well, I'm
Wait.
glad to hear that.
Wait, what?
You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
Does he not sleep?
Oh, wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep? Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do. So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you're a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
Well, that's just a whole mess of a statement. Wait a minute. That's just a whole mess of a statement there. That's a hot... Wait, there's a lot of things mixed into that one. I mean, I'd say you're disqualifying the positive by saying that, like, the entire world is depressing. At the same time, you know, there's a certain level of Nosferatu thinking there as well, I think. Let me just check that. Yeah, no, I think it's disqualifying the positive. No?
Depression is the only sensible reaction.
Oh,
He
yeah,
must
no, it's
downstairs
Nosferatu
seem
thinking.
almost joyous in their perspectives, doesn't he?
Ah.
Don't be such a bumpkin. If you're a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It
There
has
we
nothing
go.
to do with sleep.
Nosferatu.
Come on.
There
now,
we
it's
go.
a big world out there, and different things are depressing to different people.
There we go. Okay, I'm normally, like, adjacent. I'm not... If I have two, it's normally one of the two.
Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call him, might even be a different degree of depressed? Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole.
Yeah, you silly little British man. You silly little
Putting
British
it
man.
mildly, buckaroo. Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, on life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
I didn't come here... Ha! This falls on a few of them. I didn't come to be here to be a whiner. Yes, we all know it's hard. I didn't come here to be a whiner. He is labeling himself as a whiner.
Now, why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner?
There we go. There we go.
Is that not what I currently am? Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label. Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer. Moaning, whinging, bellyaching, still all just labels. I don't believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case.
Oh, my
But
days.
as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
Being a... Is that labeling again?
You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus?
This guy just keeps labeling.
The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think?
I think that you're being really mean to yourself.
But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool.
Oh, God.
Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel. What, shall I say that by being ignorant, I am a noble genius?
That's the thing. Like, you are allowed to be happy. You're allowed to be... People are allowed... You got to allow yourself to be happy.
Still just labels. Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience. I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good. What's the problem? First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
Okay.
What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and sex.
What?
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful.
Oh.
I guess you must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time.
Oh, something's going on.
I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster. I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood. It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things.
Yeah, have some fun.
Well, I should be better at it.
You should.
You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something
that's a
I'm
should.
about to tell you. You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults.
Oh, come on. Don't deliberately misinterpret me because of the fact that you don't want to hear what I have to say.
I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts?
Yeah.
I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years.
It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it. Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again. And be good to yourself, all right, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff.
Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all.
Is that actually gonna happen, though?
Huh.
It might.
You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Don't bullshit me, Drain. Don't bullshit me.
All right, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking.
I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind.
Eh?
You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am.
Yes, well, that is certainly true. Very well. I shall do some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect. I shall see you in precisely 4 weeks, then. Farewell, Sam.
Okay.
Masterfully done, Samuel. I
Okay.
knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased.
Well, that was a hell of a rush.
Okay,
That
we
fella's
did it.
holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip.
We did it.
Felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling, but also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin. Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you.
Let's go.
Bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy.
Bye,
Well,
Andy.
I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Okay, I think we've done well. I think we helped him at least a little bit. I think overall we did something.
That's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. I sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Wait, that looks like your father? Yo, get your father to hit me up.
Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam, how you doing tonight, partner?
Better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
Hey.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke.
Xander, no. No. Boss Zanny, no. Oh, for real though. Like I'm really enjoying this so far. It's a very chill game. It's very cozy. It feels like something that like is like really it keeps you engaged really nicely, and it's really interesting to see the different sort of ways you can help out characters. I really like this, and I hope all of you do too, for sure. I hope all of you are enjoying, and all of you are getting to be cozy with me.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more polished than I do.
You should hear my German.
Maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first therapy session with a real client.
Oh, yeah? How do you think it went?
I think it was great.
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end. You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these vamps out. They know how to hold on to their problems.
You ain't kidding. Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
Right?
You know Andy still uses a typewriter?
What?
I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light.
What? Andy still uses a typewriter? Never.
Keep it up, cowboy. You're a breath of fresh air for these ancient ones.
Andy?
Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
A bit. No. When Pretty Lady asks you that question, you deflect. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Andy, get out of there. It's a trap. Andy, it's a trap. Get out of there. No, Andy, it's Sam, get out of there. It's a trap. Sam, run. Run, it's a trap. Don't fall for the trap.
I'm gonna do the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
Really?
50? I died around that age and I looked like shit. But you ain't a vampire.
Damn.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too, just not enough to turn me into one of you.
Oh.
I've been 30 for a good while now.
But you ain't joining our team? Sounds like a story.
Not for tonight, Buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night.
Okay, but to be fair, chat, she's cheating because Andy's giving her blood. So he's slowing down her aging process, all right? So she's already experiencing some ghoulification from not having to age at the same rate we do, all right? The VTM influences here is so real. Right, I love VTM. I love it. I love VTM hugely. I think it's some of the best vampire fiction of like the... I just think it's some of the best vampire fiction in the modern day. It's perfect. V20. Anything after V20, it falls off, but wonderful.
Andy told me to give this to you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
Blood.
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood. Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
Yeah, listen, all right? The blood glucose levels of Americans are too high for Andy. Bruh. That's terrible. What do you want me to do? Put this on my pancakes? Like, what?
Oh, it ain't so bad. I gotta ask though, what does Andy's blood taste like?
To me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
I ain't sure I understand.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay?
Oh, of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Hey, get out of here, Crimson. Go on, skedaddle. Do.
There he is, my incredible protege.
Hi.
Oh, come on now. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Disqualifying the positive.
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
See, even I called it.
All right.
Oh no.
I guess I've been muddling through okay.
Am I gonna start recognizing these behaviors in myself now? Oh no. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, I liked not... Do I have to? Do I have to be more aware of my own well-being? Do I have to? That feels like that... Fine, I guess. All right. Fine.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge tonight. Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult.
Oh.
Here, look at her intake form.
Isabella d'Este. Dang. She's got some funny tasting hats.
Oh. Isabella d'Este. Isabella d'Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Mantegna, and Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background, but has endured considerable family issues through the generations. And Mills, thank you for the silver. Ignorance is bliss. Let's stay ignorant. Love that for us. Thank you, Mills. Cheers for that. She states that she was undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have both been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe. She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
Ah.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
That's a cognitive distortion.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
One of those highfalutin types.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone. But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel.
Oh, I forgot to breathe.
Oh, and do be polite.
Be polite. Be polite. Be polite, everyone. Be polite.
Goodness. So you are the new therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Oh.
Sam Wall's at your service, ma'am.
You are a therapist.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Senora.
I am not. All right, don't. I am not running a whorehouse. Oh no. Oh no. All right, Senora. All right, Senora. All right, Senora.
All right, Senora.
You have seen my what? Have you been peeking under my skirts, young man?
Oh no. Oh no.
Huh? What are you talking about, lady?
Oh no.
Senora.
Senor.
Say it.
Signora.
Signora. Signora. No. No.
Signora. Signora.
Senora.
Signora?
Porca miseria. This is not going to be easy, is it?
I'm here for a therapy. I'm here to give you therapy, not you to give me an etiquette lesson.
Therapy ain't never easy, Senora.
So, therapy is always easy then.
Ain't. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, she's gonna pick up on all the double negatives that we do.
I said it ain't never easy, Senora.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
Oh no! No! Listen. I'm gonna prescribe you some Xanax, all right? That's the therapy session. We're done. I'm just gonna prescribe you some Xanax. Okay, go away. Come back in a month. Okay. If that don't work for you, then we can try some Risperdal. Okay. Just go away, and then if that don't work, then come back. If you don't feel evened out, just up the dosage. Don't worry about talking to me.
Not, I guess.
How are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Senora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
Okay, we're making it. We're pulling ourselves back on track.
It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
Okay, yeah, now we can actually therapize her now that being polite is out the way.
A tough time. Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
Yeah.
So what's it off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I saw a film at the cinema.
Oh?
Hey, I love the cinema.
Yeah, I love the cinema too. Have you seen the new Sonic movie? Bond with her over the actors.
Hot dang, them actors can really light up the screen sometimes. I'll admit, I'm pretty into the celebrity gossip scene. Who's hooking up with who? Who's making waves? I can't get enough of it.
A foolish obsession.
No.
One must appreciate art, not the artist. If common mortals knew what Caravaggio had done in his free time...
No, I'm
they
trying
would
to
burn
appreciate the
every one of his
artist.
paintings.
They'd have to know who Caravaggio is first.
Oh? Do you know who Caravaggio is?
Maybe let's get back to talking about what it was you saw at the cinema.
It was a most terrible film. One that shook me to my core.
Which film?
The pain of it lingers with me still 5 years later.
Is it Sonic 3? It's really good. You should watch Sonic 3.
Well, movies can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
This film was not powerful. It was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible. And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind.
Oh, she saw a bad movie and saw that people loved it and that everything she'd done in her life regarding art was meaningless because people are never going to actually see. Oh, people are always going to cheer for like garnish over actual quality. Oh, it's the style over substance. Okay.
I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
Space Wars. Rise of the Spacewalker.
Oh, she saw Rise of Skywalker. Okay. I'm sorry. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Oh no. Yeah, no, that was a bad one. I'm sorry, love. Oh, I'm so sorry. I saw that too. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. No. You're at the right place. You're in the therapist's office. You're in the right place. Okay. That's valid. You've watched modern Disney. I'm so sorry. Don't you worry. Okay. Buckle up. We're gonna. You're right. It's okay.
Wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
We're so sorry.
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art.
Of course.
But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush.
Yes.
This stinking trash. This is what the people want. You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
Nosferatu thinking. And also, Eldling West, thank you for the super. Condolences to that lady's eyes and brain. Right.
Saying that dead to me. We're having this conversation, ain't we?
Right.
Ain't just lying
She's
there
gonna survive. She's gonna sit there and survive.
I might as well be rotting in the ground.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here.
Hey, Vintage Lunatic, thank you for the super as well. Thank you, Vintage. We're so sorry. Let's go binge classic movies and wine, sister. True. Bruh, you know what? Let's get you some classic films, okay? If that was terrible, we can go watch what's a good classic Indiana Jones. That's good. That's a good substitute.
But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now? It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters? It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth. But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Senora. You're a smart lady, but you've been saying some stuff that just ain't true. Let's go over what you just said.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
I would disagree. This seems to just be totally incorrect. I don't know. It feels like she's doing an all or nothing. She's doing an all or nothing thing, and it's not vibes. She's doing, you know? She's doing an all or nothing thing. This is...
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited.
Control fallacy,
Why
control
have I lost
fallacy.
my power to elevate art
Control fallacy.
now?
That's control fallacy, right? That's 1,000,000% control fallacy.
All the world benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
But I could, once upon a time.
You can't reach everybody, Senora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Hey.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called great masters.
We only know what we know. But you were...
It was all
Oh,
for
yeah.
nothing.
Sorry, clicked too soon.
What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
Oh. This is a distortion. I missed a distortion. What good was it? Oh, disqualifying the positive. No. Yes. No. No. Wait. What would this fall under? What would this fall under? Lady, go. Three shoes just smack each other in the head a bunch, though I still like them. Yeah, I guess I can turn into a bat, but any vampire worth their fancy. She rescued a kitten, but she drinks mortal blood every night. No. What good is A if B is the result? It's not a should statement. It's not labeling. Nosferatu thinking? It could be Nosferatu thinking or disqualifying the positive, but I'm going to go with Nosferatu thinking.
So let me get this.
Yeah!
For you, the Mona Lisa is good if it's only ever a painting.
Of course. Those of us who are educated know the way things should be and when they fall short.
So there's perfect and not perfect for you, huh?
So she thinks in binary.
Yes.
She's like, yes,
How
no.
clever of you to understand the difference.
All black and white.
You're not giving yourself a lot of room in between, are you?
No, there is no in between.
There's no in between?
There ain't much that's perfect in this world, Senora. You must be disappointed a lot of the time.
Absolutely no in between. No, there's always
You
an
have
in
no
between.
idea. But as I was saying, it should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
Should beauty expose should.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose, but does all art need those things?
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
Uh-huh.
It is a pointless reason.
Does there need to be a point to do something that you enjoy, though? Lots of in-betweens. For example, Zander. Yes! Yes! You can enjoy more. Yeah, you can do things... You can do things because you enjoy them, or you can do things because you have an obligation. But you could also do both at the same time.
Well, maybe I
Exactly.
want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shit you do.
Yeah, no, that everyone has different responsibility. Everyone has different views, different perspectives.
Perhaps you should.
You should. Why should I? Oh, she's so fixed into her way of thinking. She's so, like, locked into this way of thinking where it's like, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Everyone should be thinking the same as me. It should be done. It should be this. It should be, like, oh. It's all locked into the same thing. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like, why? No. And Colleen Fisher, thank you very, very much. And hey, thank you for the silver. Hey, got the email and ran over here to spread the good news. I was officially accepted into a nearby college with a fully paid merit scholarship. Hey, congratulations, Colleen. Hey, let's go. Cheers for that. Congratulations. Let's go. Hecking scholarships. Let's go. Okay, first of all, 2 thumbs up for a scholarship. And also, congratulations on getting accepted. But also, like, good on you for getting the scholarship. Smart play. So, like, smart play on the scholarship. Congratulations. See? Look at that.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Which is speak
Heck
like
yes.
a peasant.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
I am just a dead woman. Label it.
Now, why have you gotta go and call yourself names?
There we go.
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse, am I not?
Well,
Is that all you are?
yes, Owl.
This is how I am defined by the world.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
As you should be. Allow me to continue. You know, you make me sound rather mad.
Look, Senora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all.
She's so rigid. She does not want to, like, change
You're
things.
expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
Really? I mean, same, but also...
What happened when you were 16?
I got married.
Oh.
I think I get it.
What do you do when you have friends who have rigid beliefs? That's the thing. You can't really do anything. If your friends have really rigid beliefs, you can't make them change their beliefs. The best thing you can do is just refuse to bend to them. You know, keep true to what you want to do and don't let their beliefs enforce what you do. Best thing, it's the best thing you can do. It's fine to have rigid beliefs. What's the kind of less fine bit is when you try and force those beliefs onto others. I'd say that's like the big difference. If people have got really rigid beliefs, then that's fine. You're welcome to have them. It's just whether or not you are using them positively or whether they're like pushing them onto others. I think that's probably the big thing. Agreed, right? Because the thing is, everyone's going to have different opinions. Everyone's going to have different perspectives. Everyone's going to want different things. And like... it doesn't really line up, you know? It's a thing where people are going to think different things. People are going to do different things. But the difference is like having that base level of respect.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
And?
Well then, help me understand.
Yeah, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband, he taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Okay.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction.
Okay.
But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all.
Also, Kisuchi, welcome to the Netherbrand. Get on in here.
Yet,
Get on in
what a
here.
fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition.
Okay, I can respect that.
This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
So...
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures.
Well, cleanliness
Our
is next to
true
godliness. Just stay clean. No, for a pathway to godliness is to live according to our natures, our true natures. You mean being vampires? No. Being Italian? I mean, our true natures. I mean, Italian?
Oh, you mean being Italian?
Madre de Dio, what are you talking about? What is an Italian?
You know, you're an Italian. You say with the linguine and the pasta, and the Dios mio, and you know, you say the things and the buongiornos. You talk about the spaghetti and the garlic bread. You know, you gotta hit the pizza. You gotta be the Italian. You know.
I care nothing of nations and their petty squabbles. Like mortals, they die and are forgotten.
She looks so offended.
Oh, sorry. I just figured on account of the accent and all.
You know, listen. Let's put in some garlic bread, melt some cheese on the top. Like, calm down. You got this.
What accent?
You know, the accent. You know, you got the accent. You got the you know, the cook of the meatball.
Never mind.
No.
Will, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
That seems like a control fallacy.
You really think we've got that much control, Senora?
God damn it, Addy. She's got the mamma mia. That's a spicy cantalone or something, you know?
All we got to do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Yeah.
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our
Me with my
baser
foreign friends mention my
instincts.
American accent.
Virtue must triumph over vice.
Me when people notice that I have a British accent. Me then when I have the British accent and it's, you know, and everyone's like, bottle of water, good day, mate. Have you got an umbrella, bottle of water? Fuck off. That.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can.
And hey, Natsu, thank you for the 5 gifted members, darling. Mwah. Get on in here. Get on in here. I haven't seen you yet this stream. Get in here. Get cozy. I'm shaking my jail bars while you're talking about 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. Wait, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻. There we go. 𝓂𝓸𝓾. I was saying glaucoma. I read it as glaucoma. I was like, what you like? Who's talking about glaucoma? Who's got the thing? We love your accent, Zanny. Why, thank you. It's actually a total mishmash of an accent. It's great.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
The dyslexia hits. To be fair, I love the words I make up when dyslexia hits.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
These things here you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
You
Control
really think
fallacy.
we've got that much control, Senora?
Yeah. The heck? Yeah, my accent is like a bit of a mishmash because I spent a lot of time on the south coast of England, and then I also spent a lot of time in London between the two. And as a result, I ended up with a little bit of both mixed in. So it's ended up being like a little bit of a mishmash in terms of where the accent starts and ends. So it's kind of interesting because there are a lot of regional dialects and a lot of accents crammed into a very small space in the UK. So it's really interesting to sort of like have that little bit of here and there.
All we gotta do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
I have always known we must master control fallacy.
You've been around a while, Senora. In all that time, when have we mastered ourselves and our baser instincts?
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
Facts. No printer. Okay. Yeah. No. Guys have some depravity to them. Okay.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that nothing you do is gonna change that?
An evil thought, Mr. Sam Walls, but true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's going to change because of you. Well, let's keep going.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them. I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
I have always known. Is that labeling? Impossible. Nosferatu. No?
Our esteemed client is very good at coming up with names for others, isn't she? Perhaps you can call her out on this behavior.
Oh, labeling then. Labeling.
Sounds
There
to
we
me
go.
like you're coming up
There
with
we
labels
go.
for kicking people out of the Garden of Eden.
Don't bully Zanny for something you can't help. I know.
Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
Yeah.
Look around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features. Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Go! You're like 50! What the heck? Like, bro, you're not a good... Like, yeah, no. Like, but... So ugly people can't go to the Garden of Eden? Ugly people don't get to go to heaven? Wait. So ugly people can't go to heaven, and dumb people can't go to heaven, and not creative people can't go to heaven, and ignorant people can't go to heaven, and lazy, like, there seems to be a pretty high bar here. There's a pretty high bar going on.
Well, sure, why the heck not?
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper then.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
I have always known we should act with dignity.
I think this here's the meat of it, Senor.
Yeah.
The filet mignon.
The flaming young.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth.
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from.
Yeah.
But let's keep going. These things here, you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
That's a control fallacy, right?
You really think we've got that much?
Wait, we've already had this dialogue. Wait, did I fuck up somewhere?
It seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone.
Yeah. We've already had this dialogue. Where did I slip up? Where did I slip
I've
up?
always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
No, not a control
The world is
fallacy.
very dark to our dear Senora, is it not, Samuel? I did not know my own life was so
Of the void of meaning, I've always known the and only Nosferatu thinking.
And only
Hold up
There we
just
go.
a sec there, cowpoke.
You have to do them all in one go? I think we have to get them all back to back.
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
Come on, Senora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not in.
Oh, it's because I sometimes miss the click in it when I'm listening to them talk, and like it goes through in cycles to the next thing, I think.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless.
The thing is, I get so into like what they're saying, I miss that there's like little shout outs here.
That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won? That is where you are truly the fool.
Oh, wait.
I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life.
Then what are you doing?
Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
What the fuck?
When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is alive.
Lady!
I see. So you've lost your faith.
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in his fat, wretched old body.
Andy, can I get another client? This one's too much.
Beauty and truth are lies. While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality.
But...
And to think they call me judgmental while they created the false ideal to judge against.
She lost her faith in God because of Star Wars.
You don't think I'm judgmental,
The Force
do you, boy?
no. Okay. But have you tried playing Star Wars The Force Unleashed? Because that game's good. That game's good. You don't think I'm judgmental? Yes, absolutely. You're doing nothing but judging.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly. Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you. Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is
Rizar
yourself.
Blazing Fang. What's up, Rizar and the Rizors? Get on in here. Pile on in here. We're playing some Vampire Therapist.
I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure.
Rizar's stumping on it. Hey, get in here. Were you guys having fun with Rizar? What were you guys up to with Rizar? What were you guys doing? What were you guys up to? What were you all doing? Netherlings, give them a warm welcome. Give them a warm welcome. Oh, welcome on in. Rizor's stomping on in. Audition. Oh, they were doing an audition advice stream. Oh, nice. Hope you guys got some decent tips, learned some tricks. Get on in here. We're doing some vampire therapists. We're therapizing some vampires.
I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction?
Is it? Is it bringing you any satisfaction?
We can't always control what things are going to be.
This is not acceptable.
Control fallacy.
I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own.
We got a lot of the
Not
usual
even a
repeated
clever
questions,
lady
but we
like
got some good
yourself.
advice afterwards. Good. I often find that like the basic FAQs are like, okay, once you've heard them once, you've heard them again. I actually think hearing like individual talents, like stories and advice is probably better than the general FAQs, because everyone always says like the same handful of stuff over and over again when it comes to like some audition advice, because there's only so much you can really do with it. And then on like the flip side though, when you're talking about someone's individual experiences, it's often colored a little bit more from like where they go, you know? It's often colored like a little bit more in that direction. I think that's why I like kind of usually like the later part of audition advice streams, because it gives you that little extra bit of perspective, you know?
I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
Yeah, but there should be an FAQ since we got a lot of the same questions. Right.
But the world is base and unworthy.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that. The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom.
A simpleton's wisdom.
Thanks. I guess.
All right, listen, I'm just dealing with you so we get to deal with the daddy vampire again. All right, we just want to go see the daddy vampire.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, indeedy, Senora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
Yes, indeedy, Senora.
Well done, Samuel.
There he is. There's
I
daddy.
believe you handled Senora Deste quite well.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Oh,
Samuel, if
there's
Isabella
Andromachos.
Deste
There's
hated your
Andromachos.
guts, she
Look at
would
him.
not be shy about telling you so.
Look at him. He's so cute.
That I believe.
Look at him.
The older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Do not adopt her labels.
No.
Samuel. I will not stand for it.
His eyes are gold eyes are. Yeah, no, gold eyes are very. They are very.
I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would.
Mm-hmm.
I think you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
Yes.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Yes.
All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself.
Hard drinking.
Excellent work tonight. Rest in peace.
Om nom nom nom. Om nom 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 nom. Oh.
Dang, I think that's enough abuse for one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
Yeah.
Hey, cowboy. Why the long face?
I used to say the same thing to my princess.
Hey, Mr. Johan H, thank you very much for the super star eyes. Very nice. Thank you, darling. Mwah. Get in here.
Your daughter.
My horse, actually. She never really understood the joke, but I still like telling it to her.
You didn't answer my question, gunslinger. What's got you down?
And Idle Boys, how do I get a man like that? Well, you got a few options. Okay? Older men tend to be... you got to hunt down an older man, first of all. But, you know, I believe that that's possible. I would say try and hunt down older vampire men. They're a little bit more difficult to find since most people want to get turned in the prime of their youth. But, you know, go for someone slightly older, okay? You're in the same boat as me where it's like older men good. Older men good. Time to go manhunting.
Oh, I just finished up with my second
Older
client.
men good.
She gave
Thank you
me a
for
tongue
the
lash to remember her by. You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
You're a lawyer?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind, before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder.
Everyone going
But
for
I get what you're
Crimson.
talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't
I-
speak the lingo, you don't get in.
This is so... The chat is so divided. Half the people want Crimson to step on them, and half of them want good old Andy to be their new father.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
I think she heard me.
Well, she did say that I'd given her some stuff to think about.
Why not
Yeah,
both?
tell the
Two
truth, she
hands
seemed
for a
kinda
reason.
embarrassed about
True. There's always the option for both. ¿Por qué no los dos? Indeed.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
Take the W. What, the wagon?
The win, Gramps.
The win.
Maybe she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
No, that's the thing. People don't have to relate to you, and you don't have to be able to relate to other people, but they have to be able to respect you. That's the thing. And like when you're not able to get that like base level of respect, doesn't matter whether it's respect when you're in the room or respect when you're not in the room and you're not there. If someone's not able to relate to you and they're also not able to give you that base level of respect, then they're not worth dealing with. But if someone's able to respect you, even when you're not in the room, even when you're not around them, even if they don't relate to you, you can create a mutual respect off of that. But if someone's not willing to do like either, then like no point in dealing with them. Hell, you know, you can have like things in common, and you can just not have that general respect for each other, and that's, you know, a thing as well. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to that base level of respect. Who's able to look at you and go, hell, I have a base level of respect for this person, even when they're not around me, you know? And that's the thing, because a lot of people will show respect when you're around them, and then as soon as you're out of the room, it's like, okay, yeah, suddenly, you know, it's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. But it's having that constant that shows a consistent character. A lot of the things that people seem to trip up on, a lot of the things that people have in terms of like relation issues are like reflected in terms of them like their character. So often it's stuff that's a problem with their character. So for example, someone who's disrespectful when you're not around, someone who's disrespectful when, you know, you're dealing with it, that's not a thing that you're just going to be able to like, that's not a thing with them that's going to only apply to you. That's a thing that's going to apply in a huge amount of relationships that they make. Maybe it might not be in most of them, but it's going to be more than one or two if they struggle with that like level of respect. 'Cause if it's just once, chances are it's happened twice, chances are it's happened twice, it's happened 3 times, right? The thing is, a lot of the stuff which people have in terms of these interpersonal flaws that happen repeat in other relationships because it's actually an inbuilt flaw in them as opposed to how the two of you interact as well. And that doesn't just go one way. You could have inbuilt flaws in yourself as well that affect these relationships. And it often happens where people have these 2 sets of incompatible flaws that cause them to just not be able to relate. Or maybe one tries to give respect but the other can't, and that brings like some anger about, you know? I think it's kind of like all about that, where most relationships and most interpersonal relationships stumble because people have incompatible flaws. It's not about the good that's compatible, it's about the bad that's incompatible. Because you can have bad that's compatible and still get through.
Oh, you're probably right. I guess I'll take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B too. That's blood, see?
What are you in the mood for? Men? Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
What's off the beaten path?
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
Here, try this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
You really ain't.
Sorry, that was me.
Crimson.
Sorry, that was me like throwing out some life experience there.
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone.
My
I've
king,
been hanging around
you dropped it.
vampires for
Why,
20
thank you.
years, and they aren't so scary.
I think I have a crown. I have a crown asset around somewhere on my other drive. I might have to grab it sometime soon.
What, that old pointy-eared teddy bear? He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
What does he do then?
They get a stern warning.
And if they don't listen?
Why, then he eats them.
Maybe he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing.
Good old Teddy Roosevelt.
Speaking of which, I got a thirst something fierce.
I like to listen to your life
my
advice,
coffin for a
nonetheless.
little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
I don't think I've got good life advice. I think I'm just someone that's made a lot of mistakes in life. So I don't have good life advice, but I'm someone who's made a lot of mistakes in life, and I'm more than happy to share my mistakes so that other people can learn from them, you know?
Too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
And hey, Mr. John H, thank you very much for the super. Thank you for sharing that, Zander. It's so relatable. Yeah, no, I think that's a big thing. I think, you know, flaws are what make relationships, not the negatives make relationships, not always the positives, you know? It's still advice, even if you learn the hard way. For sure, I think I've got like a bit of experience. I've gone around, this Incubus has been around the block a few times. 127 years is a good way to rack up a lot of everything. And it's definitely not been a sheltered 127 years.
That's the good stuff. Now, maybe I can find a quote from one of my favorite books that'll help give me a little inspiration. Or I could watch the Three Stooges hit each other a whole bunch. Or I could just go to sleep. What's it gonna be, Sammy boy?
Oh. Read some Thoreau.
My profession is to be always on the alert, to find God in nature, to know his lurking places. I always like that quote. I ain't a God-fearing kind, but it's true. There's a natural beauty behind the man-made world if you know where to look. Isabella Deste's all culture and breeding, but underneath, she's got her vulnerable and beautiful humanity too. I just got... all right, that's enough for one night. Time for some rest. I hope my next client will be a little easier.
Time to honk shoe.
Samuel, good evening. I am glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend.
No.
Tonight, you faced perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face.
Oh, no.
The fact that you may not be able to help everyone.
Watching you say study again. Have fun. Why, thank you. Hey, good luck with studying.
I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself.
Oh.
I believe you know it.
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help. Wait, this is wait, we've got him on one. It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a I believe you know it. Is that that's something, right? It is not guaranteed that we know how to help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion in itself. I believe you know it. That maybe control.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Control fallacy, I know. I can help some folk.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. That did feel like control.
Big
All right.
feller, huh? I've known a few of them in my time. They can be a little self-absorbed.
Oh no. Oh, of course the most difficult ones from the bloody theater. All right. Which parent was it? The father, mother? All right, let's see. Edmund 𝓂𝓻. Edmund 𝓂𝓻 was a highly influential Shakespearean stage actor during the Georgian period. He is credited with more personal interpretation of a character as opposed to a pantomime performance. He lived a tumultuous life on stage, dealing with alcoholism, sex scandals, and entitled behavior. He wishes to return to the stage, but expresses great anger at critics who might review him poorly. He demands respect as the greatest actor the world has ever seen. Oh, this is going to be full of labeling and control fallacies.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him.
Oh, no, disqualifying the positive. He's an actor. He's an actor.
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
Oh, so, actors?
He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him.
Oh my day, actors for real? Having dealt with them, all right. Like honestly,
He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
We got this. We got this. Okay. And if he ever tries to run off, we can just tell him there's cocaine in the office, and he'll come running in like we rang the dinner bell.
I hope I'm up to this.
All right, let's go.
What is this vampire I see before me?
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time. Oh, how fortuitous.
Oh, God.
A kindred spirit, perhaps.
Oh, no.
A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
Oh, no.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
Oh, no.
No, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing.
My guy.
It gives me faith. Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Like looking in the mirror. He's not me.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
Listen, if you're going to start quoting Dante to me, then we're gonna have a bit of a talk.
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
You're confused about your sexuality. Mortals don't appreciate you.
Well, mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
He's a vampire. I feel like once vampires hit over a certain number of hundreds of years, like any hole's a goal.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions. What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning? And what a piece of work is vampire! How noble in stature, how infinite in life!
Listen, they're just trying to catch up to me. Indulge the actor.
In form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like a demon. In apprehension, how like a
Let him
bat.
run himself out.
Ah, the beauty of the night!
Keep going.
And yet, to me, we are but the quintessence of dust.
Keep him going. He'll run out of steam eventually. Cut him off.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Just we let him have his time.
That, well, a pustule of a theatre historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus.
Let's start with the seduce and kill.
He was writing a biography of the great Edmund 𝓂𝓻, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two.
Right,
He said
right.
my acting style would now be considered archaic.
That's true.
Though I drank him to the last, I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs.
My guy, it's been like 400 years.
This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself.
It would be. Your style is Shakespearean theatre.
Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago? Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
Okay.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently.
All right, come on, get over here, get over here.
So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
Because it's simply not possible.
Oh?
Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
That seems like labeling. No?
Edmund states that he is perfect, even in the most generous evaluation.
Oh,
of
that's a
his
power.
skills,
That's
such as
control fantasy then.
impossible.
That's a control fallacy.
Because it's simple.
Hold on a sec there.
There we go,
partner.
there we go,
Acton
there we
became
go.
a noble craft because of you?
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, there weren't other...
That's a lot of control over a whole skill.
Yes, impressive, isn't it?
I took his labeling because he said,
So
I am
long as man
perfect.
Can breathe or eyes can see, so lives mine art, and this gives life to thee.
Well, those are some pretty words. You make that up yourself?
It is the bard himself, boor.
So Shakespeare did that, right? Shakespeare?
Well, maybe he had something to do with the development of your craft then. It ain't been just you.
Right.
Well, naturally. But Shakespeare's works are simply words upon a page without me.
Me FSP when the legal team said voice acting's just reading things that someone wrote down. Anyone can do it. The FSP legal team, when they go reading things on a voice acting's just reading things on a page. Why would we need to pay for it?
Padre, I think you know he gave you a leg up in your career. You can share in the success a little.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
I think that's there. Any success is due to me. I think that's control. No.
This is a special client. Remember that his distortions can be about others, not just himself.
What?
Oh, there are celebrated
Actors in these times. I thought that was a control distortion.
But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
And dear, thank you for the super chief nether freak. Hi Zanny, apologies for interrupting. Thanks for asking me to lock in. I have now finished reading 3 50-page papers. Never do that again. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. The chief nether freak. All it took was Zander going, lock the fuck in now, darling. And suddenly, boom, boom, done. Work was done. That showed that shows the nether freaks are in the nether freaks are in my thrall. Let's go. Locking the fuck in now. All right, what about... Is that disqualifying the positive there? Any success they have is due to me beating the path for them. Any success they have. Would that be disqualifying the positive?
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
You're saying that every actor's success comes straight from you.
Yeah, that's disqualifying their own
course.
work.
Even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
Yeah, it was
Every
out of
single one
nowhere.
of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater.
Well, I suppose 1 or 2 actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
Don't you
Yeah.
think they deserve their own success?
Okay.
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are
Labeling.
shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
Labeling. That has to be labeling because it's third-party labeling, right? Because his distortions can be about others.
So you're saying
Yeah.
modern actors are parrots?
Yes.
Indeed, they are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
Teehee.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Uh-huh.
Come now, I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
Yeah, but you're still... That's another thing people do, right? That's another thing that people will do, where what they'll do is they'll minimize your successes and then kind of like inflate their own, right? And that's a thing that you will see so much, right? That like they will minimize your successes and they will try and make theirs sound bigger than yours. It doesn't matter how big your win was. They will try and like make it sound smaller than it is. And like, for all you know, what you could have done, you could have like run a fucking marathon and they could have gone, I made it to the shops and back in record time, right? And they will still try and phrase it and make it seem in a way and present it in a way that their little journey to and from the shops was like so much bigger and so much more important than you running a fucking marathon. There are so many people that will do that. There are so many people that are like about that. It is insane, right? And like, I ain't got fucking time for that. Ain't got fucking time for that.
But we're here to talk about truth, right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to
Control.
higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
You're saying only you can change the course of acting?
There we
It
go.
is demonstrably true.
You don't have to call our mothers out this way.
There is acting after Edmund Key.
Oh, goodness. It's so common here, Lord.
There's
It's
so
like,
many
right?
types of acting out there. I mean, I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
But vaudeville was successful, so...
I mean, you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Yeah, indeed. I suppose I don't want any responsibility for the things the Americans create anyway.
So you've got no responsibility for Hollywood now? Or, I suppose, like, theatre revisionism? Or the sort of, like, Broadway? Off-Broadway? None of that now? What about American contemporary theatre? Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman. What about the entirety of like the American classics of Mice and Men? Like all of that? No.
These critics should honor me, as is my due.
These critics should honor me as is my due. Should?
You're saying critics should honor you. Well, what happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause.
Okay, I'm starting to get him now.
What if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater? What do they know of the theater?
Oh god, have Mice and Men traumatized me? Oh, look at the rabbits, Lenny. Look at the rabbits.
Maybe they just got different tastes.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
Yeah.
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them. Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable. I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad. Not so you might attack my every word.
I'm just unpicking your
I'm
crazy.
doing no such thing. All I'm
Oh,
doing
he's
is
feeling
pointing
attacked
out
because
your
we're
reality.
correct.
If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation. Why would you do this to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly?
You're quoting Hamlet again. Every sling and arrow. You're quoting Hamlet. Stop quoting Hamlet at me. I can spot
A
it.
therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
Bloody hell, mate.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
No, you're not attacking him. You're challenging his beliefs.
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel. But look at the candles. What do you see?
The candles? Oh, they seem fine to me.
Huh?
Look at the flames.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
What?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages. His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him.
Oh, he's a gaslighter. Okay,
He
okay.
is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel. Do not let him.
How do I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality.
Oh.
I await your apology, sir.
I don't have anything to apologize for.
I don't have anything to apologize for. All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
See, that's what pisses off people who like gaslight really hard, is when you stand your ground, because then they have only two options, which is to back down or to become like enraged at you. And like both of them put them in a position of weakness. If you stand your ground when someone tries to gaslight you, literally they will always be forced to either back down and admit that they were wrong or mistaken. They'll always do the, oh, I was mistaken line, right? To try and cover their fucking asses, right? It's that. And also when they turn around and hit you with like anger. Or like one of the classic gaslighting moves when like someone's trying to be hella manipulative is when like, oh, accidents and mistakes and miscommunications that happen through them always turn out to benefit them. Like, oh, I didn't tell you this thing and just went ahead and did it without you because, you know, I forgot. Oh, you know, there's, you know, I just, there was just a miscommunication. It happened to benefit me, but you know, I didn't do it deliberately. And when that happens back to back to back, yeah, the accidental manipulation, that's such bullshit. When it's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, I saw it. Oh, well, I was, you know, oh, I thought that someone was going to talk to you about this. Oh, well, you know, oh, well, yeah, that's such a fucking classic one where like, oh, every time there's a miscommunication or they forget something or something, it just benefits them specifically. I'm like, yeah, sure, because because you're not being manipulative. You're not a manipulative something or other, right? I see it so much. And you can tell this guy does the fucking thing. You can tell this guy does the thing.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight. I know my worth, sir.
Yes, I accidentally did this, but you did this. Yeah, no, that's a false equivalency as well. Drawing false equivalencies is such a huge thing as well, you know? Like, when it's like, oh, well, I might have cheated on you, but you ate my Doritos. And I think you don't realize that I was only acting out because I just didn't feel listened to. Like, you know, creating a false equivalency to be like, oh, well, you ate my, you don't understand. I had to sleep with your dad because you ate my Doritos. It was the only way I could feel heard.
I shall take my business elsewhere, and vampire society shall hear of your quackery.
My quackery.
Stop him, Samuel. It is not anger, but fear that drives him. Show him he has nothing to fear from you.
Easy, boy, easy.
Easy, boy, easy.
I shall not go easy. I shall not.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you.
Treat him like a horse.
Good vampire.
A good vampire? What on hell?
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
All right, that's kind of hitting, though. Why is that kind of hitting? Why is that kind of hitting?
I'm your buddy. That's us.
Ooh.
We're just buddies, ain't we?
Fuck, that's hitting.
Buddies? Yes. A friend.
Oh, no.
A friend.
Oh, no.
A friend who wishes to help me.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am. Though
oh,
I
no.
scarcely understand how.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common ground.
He's a writer. Y'all saw my test. I was 100% brat.
How is therapy like acting?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth. We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Actors are horses. Yes.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not.
Nosferatu.
I do not exist in their hearts. There is only the purgatory of oblivion.
Nosferatu thinking.
You cannot. You must not.
I know this one.
There's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
Labeling.
You calling most of our kind
Yeah,
parasites?
labeling. That's labeling.
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
I've got him locked in now. I've got him locked in. It was tricky to start off with, but now I realize he's an actor. I can hit him with everything.
Forget the part where you're insulting other vampires, myself included. If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell.
Let's get him
doing that thing.
Yeah. Little shuffle.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself. I died for the stage. So I should live.
Should statement.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
There we go. We've got him.
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something. Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest. Vampire society's of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
I can't. What is this? That's a is that disqualifying the positive or Nosferatu thinking? It is of no use for me. I cannot. Nosferatu thinking.
Vampires ain't got nothing to offer you.
Nothing they can give, no. Vampires do not understand the avant-garde.
They do not understand the avant-garde, everyone.
Vampires have a lot to give. We got time to understand things mortals just can't. I think you're painting vampire society with a pretty broad brush. We got some redeeming values.
Oh, perhaps. But an understanding of the stage is not one of them. You know, I see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through
Just set him up with the art lady. They'll get along great, right?
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me, undermining me, causing me to doubt myself. I know thy purpose, wretch.
Hey, don't you gaslight me, motherfucker.
This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
Okay, listen, all right? It's when you get to your 4th session with me that I try and get you to buy the self-help books and supplements, okay? But it's all good until then.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity. Is there no end to your japes and jabs? I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither. I know thy game, trickster. You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me.
My guy.
But thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile.
Oh, my guy.
What have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Are you done? Tame him like a wild horse.
Easy there.
Easy there. Okay, let's get the praise. Let's get more praise.
What?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
You want to hurt me?
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet? Yeah, it's all right.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
We're safe. Ain't no place safer than right here. We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
See that blush?
You mean vampires?
Is the praise kink universal among actors? Yes. Why do you think they became actors? Why do you think they became actors?
Actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
Indeed. I too am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Pee-pee?
Tain't my place to comment.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Oh! No, he's a bottom! Oh, he's a oh, he's a bottom! Wait! Wait! There we go!
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
This.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Well,
You didn't realize we had to calm him down like a horse the second time? No, no.
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
We shall vanquish my demons.
No, I didn't think that. I thought,
Tarry. The stage awaits.
you know what? It makes sense.
Dang, what the hell was that?
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were
We're
masterful,
good.
Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward. And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
Yes.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Yeah.
Save it for our next session. Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
Not sure I'd call them merry.
They're not
but
quite
they know how to
merry.
cut it loose. All right, Andy. I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Hey, see you, Andy. He's cute. Alright. And that's a
Well, that was one of
checkpoint.
the weirdest experiences of my life.
Actually, no, not a checkpoint
I
yet.
probably want to forget that. I should go talk to Crimson.
Hi, Crimson.
If it isn't Sammy the Kid, plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? A Bloody Mary?
No, a bloody Steve.
A bloody Steve.
Of course it is.
Oh,
How's
I
the
just
crowd
realized that
tonight?
horse was an accidental therapy animal. Oh,
Funny.
wait, that
You're
makes
a little on the
sense.
weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met. The actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive.
Ah,
Well, seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from.
fame's a nasty drug. That's why we don't care about numbers.
Feeling good about your session, though?
I think it went well.
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least. Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy. You gotta be pretty damn privileged to have no problems at all.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change.
To change.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
True.
I suppose they wouldn't.
True.
Proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
Girl, I'd be proud to drink his blood.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Should statement.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
Damn right it is. Look, I have customers to deal with, but let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here. What happens at Eminard happens with consent. Got it?
What?
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's way.
Oops.
You.
Oh, what is that? What a wait, fuck me. Panoptibella.
Do I know you?
I
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
Play along.
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything. My name is 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻.
What's up, 𝓂𝓸𝓾𝓻? Good to meet you.
Means I see all, and I am beautiful. I saw you in the kink room with Reinhardt and Maxi.
First of all, okay, voyeurism did not consent to that. Second, okay, could you not?
And now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like.
Girl. Alright, hold still.
I didn't consent to being killed, vampire.
Sorry. I was a little to the right. Sorry, hold still. Your big vein is like a little bit in the way. There we go. Sorry, you've got a very big vein.
Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you. You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
Well, if you wanted a cuddle.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another. I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
She looks like the vampire clone of one of the Castlevania animes.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I guess I'd better get some shut-eye. This night has gone on long enough.
When can we see her again? I don't know when we can see her again. Why is she using her ASMR voice? Yeah, no, this is 100% VTM influenced. A billion, trillion, bajillion %.
Good evening, Samuel.
All right.
I hope you are feeling well rested. I have a new client for you.
All right, but we did just hit a checkpoint. So to me, I think we've been going for just over 3 hours now, going 3 and a bit hours. I think this is the perfect place for us to start wrapping up for today's first stream. So thank you all for joining me while we play some of the Vampire Therapist. This is an absolutely wonderful game. I had an absolutely amazing time playing it. And of course, it was just great. I just really, really enjoyed it. And you know, it was great. That's simply it. It was a fun little game. I would love to pick it up and continue it some other time if you guys were interested. And of course, it was really nice getting to just like talk, yap a lot about like, I guess the human condition and get to see what that kind of is to present itself. It's been really fun just getting to sort of like do this. And of course, huge thank you to 𝓂𝓸𝓾 for recommending this to me. I definitely had a really enjoyable time and I hope that all of you did too. So with that in mind, I will be back in 4 hours, I believe. I will be back in just under 4 hours, actually. Just under 4 hours for doing some, and we'll be doing some bad art. So I'll be having some drinks with all of you. We'll be yapping and we'll be doing some bad art. I'll be finishing off the commissions from the White Day stream. And also, if I can get them all done, I might take some new ones. Depends how long. But either way, it's going to be mostly a little yapping Zatsu while I drink and draw. So do stop by. It's going to be really fun. And of course, it's always nice to see you guys whenever I'm just like hanging out. So definitely come by then. But in case you guys don't, I will also be back tomorrow as well. If this is like your regular time slot for me, then I will also be back tomorrow, same time, same place, and I will be playing some Streamer Life Simulator 2 as well. So if that's your thing, either way, we've got a lot of yapping ahead of us. But I have been Zander Netherbrand. You have been my dear sweet Netherlings, and until the next, I will see you all far sooner than you think. Now, I'm going to be sending you guys over to Uncle Ovid to thank him for getting me on this game. So, bye-bye for now, my dear sweet Netherlings. Mwah. Bye-bye.